Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Today, inshallah, we were gonna discuss a new lesson from Mega Goal 6 in second semester with me and teacher Samia. Let's begin. Our lesson today is complete about the previous one from expansion 1 to 3. Okay, at first we have some introduction we should follow it before every lesson. Number one, the purpose of these tips to give a comprehensive review from the first unit to the third unit. Number two, we will improve your memory about the previous grammar, vocabulary, reading, and writing. Number three, this is the important one. Make sure to open the book on the required pages and follow the instructions carefully in order to facilitate understanding and answer. Okay, let's begin by our objectives today. Our objectives today have 4 points. Number one, we should discuss the past models have a different form when we talking about the past. This is the first point. And number two, such that and so that, and the purpose of it and how we can apply it with the question. Number three, past progressive. What do you think, or how we can apply past progressive with our sentence? What is the structure of it? What is the main purpose from using it? The last one is noun clauses. About noun clauses, pay attention that we have 4 points down of it. So number one, beginning with that. This is the first point. And the second one after verbs, and the third one after adjective, and the last point as a subject of sentence. By the end of this lesson, I hope we achieve all these objects, inshallah. Okay, the first one or the first point from our objectives is models in the past. What do you think models in the past is? So at first, when I want to answer this question, I should notice that we have models in the present. As what? We have many, much, few, little, could, should, and etc. But when I want to applying it in the past tense, how can I apply it? What is the structure of it? In which time are you using it? So we can use this past models with the situation that happened in the past. Okay, let me check together. For example, we have may have, might have. So may have and might have is the same grade, followed by past participle. Pay attention that I'm talking about the past situation. So when I want to using may have or might have, I should follow it with the past participle. This is the usage of it. I used to suggest uncertainty or possibility about the past. So these two models, when I use it, which means that I want to give a suggestion about possibility in the past. Okay? Let me take an example about it. For example, when I say, I lost my cell phone. I lost my cell phone. I may have left it at school. So I'm not sure absolutely 100% that I'm losing it or lost it in my class or school. So I may have left it, maybe there or maybe not. I may have left it at school. This is number one. Is it making sense to you that when we want to use may have or might have, we should follow it by the past participle? So what is the past participle of this sentence? It is the word left. It is the word left. Okay, what is the second situation from these models in the past? We have could have. Also, when we want to using it, we should follow it by past participle. And what is the usage of it? It's used in 2 ways. So could have plus past participle, we can use it in 2 ways. Number one, for or to talk about the past with uncertainty. This is the first situation about it. Number two, when I want to talk about an option in the past that was not taken, already that option happened in the past but not taken. I can use could have plus past participle. Okay, let we apply it with an example. Okay, look at the example. For example, do you think I could have left my cell phone at your house? So they're using this sentence as a question. And from the question, we notice that the could here, or the purpose for it, followed by have and past participle, have two situations. When I want to talk, for example, he want to tell us that he maybe or could have asked the other person that he forgot or his cell phone at the house, and the other things that show us that this option, it doesn't happen already, or it didn't happen already in the past. This is the second one. Let we go for the third one. Okay, after we discussed may have, might have, and could have, the third one is must have. We notice that all these models in the past, we should follow it by past participle. So left until now, we want to see what happened with the must. We used for drawing conclusions about the past. If I want to make a conclusions about something happened in the past, with using the past models, I should use that must have. Then I followed the models by past participle. Let me give an example. For example, I got lost on the way here. I must have taken a wrong turn somewhere. So from here, he wants to analyze that. After he lost or she lost the way, what happened? I must or she must or he must taken a wrong turn somewhere, which means that this is the conclusion after that reason happened in the first part. So must have applied also with past participle. What is the past participle inside the sentence? Taken. We apply must have followed by past participle. This is the third one. The fourth one is should have, also followed by past participle. Okay, let me check what is the usage of it. We used to talk about mistakes made in the past. So they specified this should with these mistakes. I can use it with my mistakes, must or could or may or might. They analyze that should, we can use it with my mistakes or your mistakes. If you do any mistakes, you should use the past models should. But no, I want to notice you that if that happened in the past, we should using should. So they give it to us, the important thing that all this situation happened in the past. Okay, what is the example of it? For example, when I say, you should have apologized for your mistakes. So, should have, then followed by past participle. Should have apologized for your mistake. This is the fourth one. Okay, the last point for our models in the past is was or were supposed to. This is a different situation about this fourth before. They told us that when we want to use was or were supposed to, we should follow it by the base verb, not past participle, the base verb. What they mean base verb? Base verb, which means that the infinitive of the verb, which come in without any addition in the it, in the present tense. Okay, use the express that an expected action didn't happen. What is the use of it? When I want to express that an expected action didn't happen, not that happen, they told us that this is the main things that this action didn't happen. Okay, look at the example. For example, where were you last night? They asking you, where were you last night? What is the answer for it? You were supposed to help me with my essay. So this is where. I'm using where because I have you. So you were. He, she, it was. followed by was, and the other one we followed it by were. So we were supposed to help me with my essay. Notice that the base verb here is help. We can say help, write, sleep, eat, etc. But the important thing that we should bring it in the base verb. Okay, this is the conclusion for our lesson today. The second part we will talking about is such that or so that. What do you think such that or so that is it, and how we can using it? Such and so make the meaning of an adjective or adverb stronger. So if I want to use so individually or such individually, which means that I make the adjective inside the sentence is stronger, okay? But I want to applying it in the past. How can I apply it? So such, that, and so that are used to show the cause and effect. When I want to applying it with the something happened in the past, I should follow it by that, okay? Which means that they divide the sentence for cause and effect. Not as the previous one in the present tense, they give it, or they make it the adjective strong. No. Now in the past situation, make our sentence cause and effect. Okay, let we check together. This is the structure of it. Such plus adjective plus noun plus that. So such, we should follow it by adjective, then noun plus that. I think if you want more review or full review as is necessary, you can return to your book. Okay, the second situation with so. So plus adjective or adverb. So with so I can use an adjective or adverb, and I followed it by that. The third one is so followed by many or few. So if I want to use many or few plus plural count noun. So they told us that we should bring a count noun with many and few. And after that we followed it by that. The fourth one is so with much and little. What do you think much and little is? We're using it with uncountable noun. So plus much, or sorry, so much, little. We can choose one of them, much or little. And uncount noun, then plus that. If you notice that all of them, they follow the process, but except what so, we can use it with adjective or adverb, and they divide it or analyze it with some of the adjective down. Okay, I want to note you that is as frequently left out in casual speech. What they mean by that? If I have, or if I make the sentence with so that, and for example, such that, if I want to speak, I'm using the sentence in a speech only. I should omit that, okay? Look at the example. The book was so popular. I can omit that. It is sold out within a week. So it doesn't change the meaning for the sentence. So when I just want to speech, not in write, on speech, okay? The book was so popular. It sold out within a week. But if I want to applying it in a write or in a writing, what I should do? I should add that, which means that I join these two sentences as a cause and effect. Does it make sense, inshallah? Okay, now we will transfer for the second question, or the second point for our objectives today. Past progressive. What do you think past progressive is and how we can using it? Okay? I want to notice you that the past progressive is absolutely different about the models or the past models that we mentioned it already. So the past progressive, we use it be and present participle to describe a long action that is interrupted by a short action. So if we have a long action in our sentence, we should and we want to interrupted by another action, we should apply that past progressive. what is the structure of it? The structure of it, be plus present participle. Okay, look at the example. For example, as Faisal was walking down in Riyadh Street, comma, a cat fell down from a fourth story window. Okay, so what do you think is it? As Faisal was walking down in Riyadh is the long action. And what is the short action? That a cat fell from a fourth story window. So we apply the past progressive inside the sentence and we interrupted the long one by a short action. Okay, they told us that we can use, or we also using it in the other situation. If we want to describe what was happening at a specific time in the past, we can using past progressive, be plus present participle. Number 2, we can use it with always to describe a repeated action. So if they want from me to repeat the action again and again, I should use past progressive, which means that inside be plus present progressive. Be plus present participle. Number 3, to describe two actions that were happening in the same time. So if I want to describe two things happen in the same time, I should apply this past progressive with it, which means that I should put be plus present progressive. What is the present progressive, the present participle in this slide is that we will bring the verb with ing after we put be already. Okay, now we will transfer for the last slide for our lesson today is the noun clauses. Let me give you some notice about the noun clauses. Noun clauses, as what we talking before again and again, that a dependent clause have a specific situation. So I can't use it in any time with any situation. We have some situation and some points and some kinds of a noun clause. We should follow it when we want to use a noun clause. For example, we have a fourth situation or a 4-point or the fourth things that belong to noun clause. Number 1, when I want to using it inside the sentence and I want to join two sentences together, I should apply this noun tense or noun clause beginning with that. How can I apply that one? Look at this sentence. I think that beauty is about what is on side of a person. From the example, we notice that we use it to make a statement with another statement. So I think is a statement, depend, and beauty is about what is on the inside of a person is the another one. How can I join these two statements? By using a noun clause, by that. Number 2, after verbs, a noun can follow certain verbs. So they told us that this noun can follow by a certain verbs. What was mentioned in your book, page 36. Let us take one example about it. Do you think beauty products make someone or some people look better? How can I join these two statements? Or why I'm using that one? Because I want to bring a noun after certain verbs. So do you think that beauty products make someone or some people look better? We apply already that a noun can follow certain verbs in this sentence. Number 3, after adjective, a noun clause often follows by what? Be a certain adjective. So in this situation exactly, we can't use all of the adjectives that we have. No, they told us that a certain adjectives, we can use it when we want to prepare or make a sentence on noun clause. All of that certain adjective, I mentioned it in your book also. For example, she doesn't seem to be aware. Okay, the second part, her dress is no longer in style. So how can I apply this noun clause, I bring be, then I bring the adjective from that certain adjective they give it to us, aware. So to be aware. Then I put this conjunction that to join these two statements together. She doesn't seem to be aware that her dress is no longer in style. Number 4. As a subject of sentence, this sentence usually began with it. So they told us, when I want to apply this noun clause as a subject in my statement or in your statement, what do you think so to do? We usually begin with it. Okay? Look at, and they told us also, common expression that began sentence with the noun clause as the subject on your book, page 36. So there is a certain subject, they fit with the noun clauses. Okay, look at the example down. It is surprising that toothbrushes only became common in the 20th century. So what do you think is it? We're using a noun as a subject. It is surprising that toothbrushes only became. And what we do also, we join these two statements by that. So it is surprising that what they mean by as a subject in the sentence, then we complete the other half of part, the statements by joining or conjunctions that toothbrushes only became common in the 20th century. Okay, by the end of this lesson, I would be thanks you for joining for my class, and thank you so much.